On April 22, 2021, the first season of Yeşilçam premiered on BluTV with Çağatay as the main character, Semih Ateş. Semih Ateş was another rich, complex and fascinating character. A grown man but a child at heart, wise but still so naive. Semih gives his heart and soul for his passion for movies, just as Çağatay gives his heart and soul as Semih. As we mark the first anniversary of this masterpiece, it's a perfect time to count our top 10 favorite scenes from Season 1 of Yeşilçam. 10. Semih vs. Erhan Birsel, Episode 5. How does the producer deal with the drunk, spoiled and demanding movie star? We find the answer in this entertaining scene from Episode 5 when Erhan is trying to quit Semih's film. When everyone's freaking out, Semih is oddly calm and enjoying his breakfast until he finally reveals to Erhan and to us his latest trick. As we witness the mandrake performing his magic tricks firsthand, Semih's hand motions and reactions turn this scene into a hilarious one to watch. Number 9. Drunk Semih, Episode 6. Semih losing everything was no laughing matter. However, seeing him drinking his sorrow away in Erol's bar was so much fun to watch, and after so many years, we heard Çağatay sing again. Number 8. Nebahat's Goodbye, Episode 10. Connected by their past and their secrets, Semih and Nebahat share a special bond. Semih is going a great length to protect Nebahat and to keep her not only employed in his company but safe in Turkey, failing miserably to do both. Just as Semih is losing hope, Nebahat walks in to say goodbye and tells Semih what he needed to hear the most. I believe in you. Her beautiful words not only brought him to tears, but also relit his dying fire, inspiring him to keep fighting and think of his new trick to rise from the ashes. Çağatay didn't need words in this scene. His eyes and expressions told us everything that Semih was feeling during Nebahat's speech. Number 7. On Pawn and Honor, Episode 9. You can take away Semih's money, his furniture and films, but don't you dare take his reputation as a filmmaker. And when Semih finds out that his name is involved in a porn movie, that's when all hell breaks loose. Çağatay played the scene so perfectly, from the disbelief to the complete horror when he saw the film stills to anger and absolute rage. We see Semih's passion as he speaks from his bleeding heart about the one thing that means everything to him, his films, the reason he did some questionable things and paid a grave price. This is what Semih is all about. His films are a source of his pride and the roots of who he is and what he is. Take this honor from him, he will truly be left with nothing. Number 6. Confronting Reha, Episode 7. As the head of our beautiful magician was empty of tricks, Semih was ready to accept defeat and surrender to his sad destiny when he received a lethal dose of betrayal from the people he trusted the most. When Hakan finally reveals to Semih about Mine and Reha's affair, Semih quickly connects the dots and realizes that Reha is the real mastermind behind his downfall. That the person he trusted, respected, idolized, believed him and called him a brother, stabbed him in the back and twisted the knife and danced on his blood. It was a rude awakening for Semih, but a necessary one. It gave him the will to fight back and light the fire back in his broken soul. At the end of the episode, he goes to confront Reha, telling him loud and clear that he is here to stay. Cheering Semih loudly, this moment was satisfying and glorious. Number 5. I'm a Thief, Episode 7. Semih is not a perfect character. He makes mistakes and has darkness in him. He's complex and layered and has flaws, and Çağatay is making sure to show us all of his sides the beautiful ones as well as the ugly ones, with no filters or excuses, but a lot of guilt, remorse and shame. At the lowest moment in his career, Semih visits his usual soup place and shares that he sees himself as nothing but a thief, stealing money from people since childhood, first in order to support him and then to pay his debt to Costa. Semih struggles to find goodness in himself and thinks of himself as worthless. Using an endless range of emotions, Çağatay nailed every one of Semih's feelings perfectly. His pain, despair, heartbreak, disappointment, and self-loathing. What a devastated and heartbreaking moment we witnessed. Number 4. At Last a Victory. Episode 10. After watching İzzet win throughout the whole season, all while humiliating Semih and taking everything from him, we cheered when Semih finally had his big win. Semih had a plan to expose İzzet via his new film and arranges a press conference to announce his film and cast. In a final confrontation with İzzet backstage, Semih tells İzzet that he knows all of the dirty secrets and others will know as well because of his film. İzzet does not take Semih seriously, and then, in a moment of sheer brilliance and phenomenal acting from Çağatay, Semih's final trick is revealed. Faik's suicide note with all of İzzet's dirty secrets. İzzet has no choice but to let Semih go to his moment of victory on stage with Tülin and Yılmaz. As everyone cheers, Semih, as always, sees only one face in the crowd, Costa's. Cheering him proudly, and that's all that matters to Semih, another step toward paying his debt to him. After a long time, Semih was finally able to smile and we received our payoff as well. Number 3. Mother. Episode 3. Semih's relationship with his mother Belkis is fascinating. We learn that she abandoned him as a child and refused to support him when he came as a young adult to ask her for help. Semih is full of rage and refuses to forgive or speak to his mother. When he is being tricked by Mine to meet his mother, Semih unleashes years of anger, pain, disappointment, sadness, and hate for his mother who failed to help him in his moment of need. Every muscle in his face as he spits the harsh words that came deep from his heart, from the little boy without a family and from the young man who had a dream that was crushed by her rejection. It was such a powerful and intense scene and an incredible performance by Çağatay. Number 2. What is cinema? Episode 1. A small moment, but in our opinion, the root of the story of Yeşilçam, the story of Semih, a dreamer and believer in cinema who just wants to make his viewers feel. As we listen to Semih's passion about films, we can't help but to recognize that Semih is not the only one who is talking to us here, but also Çağatay, sharing his vision about his art and his philosophy about the industry. Number 1. Semih and Tülin's Dance. Episode 3. Perhaps the most iconic scene from Yeşilçam, when Semih's past, present and future meet. Semih, in a rare moment of pure joy and innocence, reliving a happy memory from his childhood and showing us the deep connection he shares with cinema, the one thing that was always there for him. Everything Semih knows about life he learned from cinema. As we see both the young and adult Semih in this magical, joyful moment, the words of Costa echoes in the air. Cinema is your friend and your lover. You miss it. You crave for it. It makes you laugh. Cinema is your shelter, your home, your room, and your plate. When Semih dances, his face lit, he forgets his scars, his troubles and struggles, and goes on a thrilling ride. And that is what cinema is all about. Thank you for watching our top 10 favorite moments from season 1 of Yeşilçam. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Only Çağatay Ulusoy YouTube channel for more videos of Çağatay Ulusoy with English subtitles.